Thanks for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. Danny Ray Messick of Midway, Arkansas, recently entered a not guilty plea to charges against him on a victim who had confronted him to complain about some of her kittens that had been killed. The 56-year-old Messick is currently charged with aggravated assault in connection with the incident. According to a report, it was alleged the female victim had confronted Messick regarding some of her kittens that had been killed. She said Messick became angry, grabbed her by the neck, shoved her up against a toolbox in a shed while continuing to choke her. She alleged that Messick was squeezing her neck so hard she was unable to breathe. Once alerted, the victim's husband tackled Messick and knocked him to the ground, holding him until police arrived. Messick was ordered to reappear in circuit court November 3rd. His bond has been lowered to $2,500, and Circuit Judge John Putnam said that if Messick was freed on bond, he was to have no contact with the victim. The American Red Cross has emergency need for eligible donors in the area to give platelets to ensure critical patients' needs are met. Platelets, which are the clotting portion of the blood primarily given to cancer patients during treatment, must be transfused within 5 days of donation and therefore are always in great demand. Officials also note that trauma patients, those undergoing organ transplants, and premature babies also regularly need platelets. To donate platelets or blood, you can contact the Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS to make an appointment for the nearest donation station. Well, it's finally here. Early voting in the general election has begun today. Different ballots will be seen by voters depending on where they live in a viewing area. For those who live inside the city limits of Harrison, you will see 2 races for alderman in Ward 2 and 4 outside the city limits in Boone County. The first 4 justices of the peace districts are the same as the 4 wards inside the city limits. They are JP races in districts 2 and 3. So people in those districts who live outside the city limits will vote on those JP races, but not in the Harrison alderman races. There is also a race in JP District 6, but only residents in that area around Bergman will vote for that contest. If you live in Everton, you will also see an alderman race. Voters at Lead Hill will face a referendum requesting approval of alcohol sales for off-premises consumption between 10 a.m. and 12 midnight on Sundays. The same issue was on the 2014 ballot, but about 57% of residents voted against it. A small portion of northern Boone County is also in the state representative District 99 race between Libertarian Richard Bernard and Republican Jack Fortner. The district covers all of Marion County and a small portion of northern Searcy County. Well, North Arkansas College is going to be hosting a few events in the near future. Former U.S. Attorney General John Ashcroft will speak Tuesday, November 15th as a part of the John Paul Hammersmith Lecture Series. The lecture will be open to the public, free of charge. It will begin at 7 p.m. in the L.E. Jean Durand Center at North Arkansas College's Center campus. Mr. Ashcroft's lecture will center around the founding principles that have made America great and address how today's moral issues are impacting those principles. Another event coming up even sooner to the colleges, the 2016 Best Robotics Competition, will take place this Saturday in North Ark's Pioneer Pavilion from 8 a.m. until conclusion. The mission is to design, build, and program a robot so superior it will outwit, outlast, and outplay the cast of robots assembled by teams across the nation and even across the world. The robot must complete several daunting tasks within 3-minute time frames. The educational theme this year is agriculture, and North Ark is a best robotics hub, drawing teams as far away as Republic, Neosho, Springfield, Lutheran, Lincoln, and Pershing's Middle School in Missouri to compete against 16 Arkansas teams. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. October is non-GMO month. If you're not sure what that means, it's important to find out. GMO stands for genetically modified organism. Does that sound like something you want to eat? You probably are and don't even realize it. What we put in our bodies and the future of farming and food matters. So I encourage you to go to nongmoproject.org to learn more, or come to Nature's Wonders. We have groceries and supplements that are non-GMO verified, and our terrific staff would be happy to help you. Nature's Wonders on Highway 65 in Harrison, next to Thompson's Ace Hardware.
Edwards Grocery continues their tradition of saving your family money. Check out this week's deals. Select varieties, Bird's Eye regular or steamed fresh vegetables, only 79 cents. Fast fix and breaded chicken patties, strips, nuggets, or popcorn, only $2.99. Select varieties, Dole Chop salad kits, 2 for $4. Chicken drumsticks or thighs, only 99 cents per pound with the family packs. And select varieties, Hershey's snack size candy pieces, $8.49 in the 100-cal packages.
Edwards Grocery Station money.
It's out there. Something is definitely out there. Whatever it is, it's big. At one point, I swear, we got so close I could smell it. But then, poof, it was gone.
Right.
It exists. The new Honda Pioneer 1000 with a best-in-class engine and 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Pioneer 1000 from Honda.
There's no gift like the present, and there's no present like one gift wrapped with a shiny Shelby sticker. Did you know that Harrison is home to one of the largest gift boutiques in Arkansas? That's right. For the past 39 years, Shelby's has been the 7,500 square foot home to trendy, affordable, and unique gifts. From the kitchen to the crib, we have it all. Come by the store and let the Shelby's gals personally help you find the perfect gift and wrap it up for anyone on your list. Join us November the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th for our annual holiday open house and enjoy 20% off. Shop local, shop Shelby's.
A Hot Springs man has been arrested after an overnight standoff with Arkansas State Police in Cleburne County. State Police say in a news release that 39-year-old Donovan Adams was arrested early Sunday morning after a SWAT team fired tear gas into the home where Adams had held troopers at bay for about 7.5 hours. Police say the incident began when Adams ran from a traffic stop along Highway 92 near the community of Drasco and pointed a handgun at a trooper who fired his weapon but did not hit Adams. Police say Adams then entered the home and refused to leave until tear gas was used. He was arrested for aggravated assault. Police do not see whether anyone else was inside the home. Authorities say a North Little Rock man who was found severely beaten has died, and a suspect is now in custody. Pulaski County Sheriff's Captain Carl Minden says 42-year-old Alexander Wiles died Saturday at a hospital where he was taken after being found injured Friday night at a home in northeast North Little Rock. Minden says the suspect was arrested shortly before Wiles' death for first-degree battery, and the charge may be upgraded to first-degree murder. Minden says Wiles was apparently beaten with a piece of lumber. Sebastin County Sheriff's Office says 2 people have been found dead in their home near Greenwood in western Arkansas. Lieutenant Philip Peevehouse says deputies were called around 10:30 a.m. Sunday after a family member found the man and the woman dead in the home. Peevehouse said in a news release the names of the 2 are not being released at this time. He said the bodies will be sent to the state crime lab for a full autopsy. An Arkansas Department of Correction report says a former prison guard tested positive for marijuana hours after taking over a tower at the Delta Regional Unit in Dermont for about 12 hours. The report says 24-year-old Devontae McCarter reported to work October 1st, nearly 2 hours late, and appeared dazed, then climbed into the tower. He was not assigned to the man where he stayed with a gun and ammunition. Officials have said McCarter made no demands and no shots were fired, but refused to come down out of the tower. After he finally came down, he was arrested and has since been ordered to undergo a mental evaluation. McCarter was officially fired October 10th for failing a drug test, failure to relinquish a post when ordered, and other policy violations. An 18-year-old charged in a double homicide wants to marry her boyfriend, who pled guilty to first-degree murder in the case and was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Anastasia Roberts of Conway wrote to the Faulkner County Circuit Clerk's office asking if it's possible to marry 18-year-old Connor Ashley. Roberts says it's important the two marry so they can write to each other while in prison, and that they've been engaged for 2 years, so the decision isn't spontaneous. Officials say marriage requests must be sent to a chaplain and be approved by the warden. Conjugal visits, however, are not allowed. Ashley and 15-year-old Justin Statton pled guilty in the deaths of 66-year-old Robert and Patricia Cogdale, who had raised Statton as their grandson. Roberts is awaiting trial for her role in that murder. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we move through the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today. A beautiful day here in the Ozarks. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, cool start, but then up to 77 degrees this afternoon here at our studios. Can't ask for better weather than this, other than we could use a little bit more rain along the way. Looks like we may have a chance about midweek. Here's the way it looks for tomorrow. Another nice day on Tuesday here in the Ozarks. Lots of sunshine out there and a high temperature of about 76 degrees. However, on Wednesday, thunderstorms are possible in the afternoon. About 90% chance of some sprinkles in the area, 74 degrees for a daytime high. Clears out by Thursday, back up to 77 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Then on Friday, mostly sunny skies, a warm 81 degrees. As we head into the weekend, likewise warm temperatures. Saturday, mostly sunny skies and 78 degrees. Great weather, boy. We are moving right along here. The month of October, we're going to be into November 1 before we know it. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it.
That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Ananias, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
A hint of autumn is in the air, and the staff at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop invite you to stop in and browse their selection of new fall and holiday gift ideas. Check out their new line of organic grow kits, including basil, thyme, sage, rosemary, and many more. For you Razorback fans, Sisters has a large assortment of mugs, trays, banners, clothing items, and accessories. From fall and holiday floral arrangements, unique centerpieces, colorful wall decor, or exquisite serving pieces, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Sarah got another promotion at work.
I could care less.
You mean couldn't care less?
That's what I said.
No, you said could care less.
Same thing.
Could care less means you still care a little.
But I don't.
Exactly. Couldn't care less.
Get into and out of life's tight spaces with the 2016 RAV4 with bird's eye view camera. Right now, get $1,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months on the adventurous 2016 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Go ahead, say it. It's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it. That somebody's me. I'm Bruce Lovins, better known as Little Bruce with the Roof, at your service.
That was over 20 years ago. The hat has changed, but we still provide the same great service. We not only clean chimneys, we do dryer vents, gutters, and handyman jobs.
Little Bruce on the Roof Chimney Services. Call 870-688-3389 and let Bruce come to you. That's Little Bruce on the Roof. Call 870-688-3389.
Call me.
It was a very important 5A West football game as Harrison traveled to Alma on Friday night. Both teams came into the game with identical 3-1 league records. However, Alma left the stadium with the second place in hand as they defeated the Goblins 49-14. The Airedales had the ball 7 times in the first half. They scored touchdowns on 5 of those possessions and fumbled once at the goal line. With the score at 14-0, Harrison had their lone score of the first half when Goblin senior Tanner Edwards hit Daniel McCormick on the 18-yard line with a touchdown pass. The Dogs answered very quickly. It took 69 seconds for the home team to move the lead back to 14 points. Up next, Alma travels to Greenbrier on Friday for a battle for the conference title, while Harrison will be back at home on Friday as they host Maumelle for senior night. It was a battle to help take control of the playoff hopes for one of the green schools. Coming into the contest, Green Forest Tigers and the Greenland Pirates were sitting with 2-2 marks in the 3A1 conference in a 3-way tie for 4th place in that race. When the night was over, however, Greenland Pirates left Carroll County with a 42-21 win. Greenland took the lead early as they scored 2 touchdowns in the first, second, and third quarters. Up next, the Tigers will hit the road as they travel to Melbourne on Friday night, while Greenland will host Elkins. Tough time for the Razorbacks over the weekend. Auburn scored on its first offensive play as the Tigers beat the Razorbacks Saturday night 56-3. Eli Stove ran 78 yards for the opening score. Auburn held Arkansas to only 215 total yards on the night, while Auburn ran for 543 yards in that victory. The Razorbacks fall to 5-3 on the season and will take on Florida in 2 weeks after a bye week this coming weekend. With the loss, the Razorbacks have fallen out of the top 25 ranking. Alex Smith threw for 2 touchdowns to help Kansas City beat the Saints 27-21. Daniel Sorensen returned a Drew Brees interception 48 yards for a touchdown to help the Chiefs win their 9th straight at home. Brees threw for 367 yards and 3 scores. The Saints drew within a touchdown on Mark Ingram's catch midway through the third quarter, but the 2009 Heisman Trophy winner fumble inside the Kansas City 10 with 8.5 minutes left in the ball game, and the Chiefs leading 24-14 at the time. New Orleans got the ball back and eventually scored again, but it wasn't enough time to finish the game. The Chicago Cubs have won their first National League pennant since way back in 1945 as they blanked the Dodgers 5-0 at Wrigley Field. Kyle Kendricks and Ardos Chapman combined to face the minimum 27 batters in a 2-hit shutout that helped the Cubs get within 4 victories of their first championship since 1908. Dexter Fowler scored a run and singled home before Wilson Contreras and Anthony Rizzo hit solo homers. Well, that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around our viewing area.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.